Flat earthers, quick, close your eyes to avoid round earth brain syndrome. Okay, now we can go into the sun and the earth. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, photons are just insanity. I mean, I got people on the left of me, I got people on the right of me that just can't see things. What do you see here? That's the sun. That's our sun. And what is it doing? It's shooting out light. And Albert Einstein, who I love Albert, very nice guy. I'm sure he was wonderful. But he says light has no energy. Now, how could that possibly be, Albert? Light has no energy. E equals mc squared means light has no energy at all. If light has no mass, where are you coming up with this, sir? I mean, didn't you do the math? Well, let's talk about this. Let's just be serious. This thing here is radiating like crazy because it's so extremely hot. Hot and crushing and forcing each other's little atomic regions into the other guy's regions, and they're spitting each other out and fighting and slamming each other and throwing each other in the air, and they're bouncing all over the place. And so some of them get body slammed so hard they go flying into space. That's what's going on here, all the way until they hit the Earth. Well, Albert says something comes out of here, and then all of a sudden it's nothing here. Nothing at all. Nope, nothing here to nothing here, because it's an electromagnetic wave, which means it's nothing. It has no mass, and it travels by doing nothing. And then all of a sudden when it gets here, it becomes something. Well, Albert, I don't go along with that. I say it's a particle when it leaves here. Now there's beta particles, there's alpha particles. Now the beta particles primarily are the ones we're talking about. Those are the light. That's light. It's light. It's what hits us as light. It doesn't leave here and become nothing and then hit here and become something, because there's nothing to hit here if it's nothing. Nothing is nothing. Nothing does nothing. Nothing goes nowhere. Nothing is nothing. It does not exist. It creates nothing. It violates the basic principles of causality. Nothing causes nothing. I mean, I just can't even fathom the thought process here. I really can't. And our best scientists love this theory. They can't get away from it. Hubble says, oh, well, light has to go the same speed, never stops, never goes slower, so there's nothing we can do about that. So that means that everything there is rocket propelled away from us. And now they got better telescopes. They can see so far away that the stuff is so rocket propelled, it's exceeding the impossible, which is the speed of light. They just can't say, oh, gee, I wonder, maybe it's slowing down. Maybe everything isn't speeding up. Maybe the stuff coming to us is just slowing down a little bit. I wonder if that makes any sense whatsoever. I am just appalled at the thought process of our top scientists in every single realm, every single one. So I'm going to put this out there today. I try to calm myself down. I'm not going to do it today. I mean, think about this. Look at this. Look. Here, look. Albert says, let's talk about light. Albert says light, which is photons to him. To me, it's electrons, but to him, it's photons, which is nothing, has no mass. Means energy, which is light, equals mass times the speed of sound, the speed of light squared, which also is an absolutely meaningless number in his world because it never changes. So it could be a 1 for all that. It's just obfuscation. Now, so that means energy equals mass times whatever that is. Now, energy equals mass times the speed of light squared, and therefore E, which is the energy, equals 0, which Albert says has nothing, times I don't care what he says. He could put 10 trillion zillion billions over here, infinity. 0 times infinity is 0, so I don't care what he says. Energy equals 0. Light has no energy according to his own calculations. Didn't anybody ever do this math? Absolutely unbelievable. It's no question whatsoever. Photons are electrons. When they come down, they smash into the clouds of electrons that surround nucleuses. They bounce off to become light, and they rattle it to become heat. The case is closed. All right, let's finish it up with here. I did a video called CERN Asks, and MFU delivers. That's Mud Fossil University. Now, I'm gonna turn the sound on, and I will talk as I show this, but this is in the video of about this CERN. Now, they asked for Higgs bosons and what boson particle and all this charge fields, and we have all that. We have every single bit of that, and in addition to that, all of these little tiny particles are ether, and that ether is excited because it is a polar molecule. It is the negative electrons attached to mostly moisture that's in the air, and it is excited by this field effect that is coming in and sending out some interactions into their fields. Now let me play this and I will speak to this. That is a standard wave coming through the air, just happy going along by itself. The particles are here and it is coming through just like a sonic wave. Now this is where it is accelerated. Now, here's what happens. There's two metal drums here. They're just carpentry nails. And this was designed by Rod Warren in Australia. And he was looking for creatures, literally creatures in the light. And he might have found them, but I saw his work and I immediately understood the atomic interactions here. And but Rod Warren is the one, and I cannot get through to him. It's been years now since I've had any contact with him. I hope he's okay, and if you hear this, Rod, contact me, please. I've tried a number of times, brother. Anyway, this wave is coming through here. Now you see this? As it comes in, they start to force each other into each other's regions. They start to glow more and more, and then they start to really buzz. And Rod actually told me that when they're coming through these metal pins, he can hear them sizzle. That's what he told me. Now, they come out of, they become accelerated. This is a Venturi. Absolutely no question they have to accelerate. There is no option. And light is a liquid. Let's just take it at that. It's little tiny particles, and as they flow, they're like raindrops. And when they congeal into a mass like this, they're like water. And when they come out of here, they're like coming out of a hose, because they've been accelerated exactly like what's going into that hose and then coming out the other end. When they step down, they do it in a quantum distance. They break right here, and then they start to spin off into these bosons. And then the Higgs fields are presented at the front, which I was probably, well, I know I'm going to be showing it, and I hope I do it pretty quick here, but this shows that this is the plasma. They're invading each other's regions. They're saying, get away from me, get the hell out of here. And the other guy says, oh no, what am I going to do? I got to get through this hole. And the guy says, well, you're bothering me, you're too close to me, get away. And then they start to excite, and then they turn into plasma, which means they all are invaded in each other's regions. That is what plasma is. Then it steps down to this. Let me see if I can come out here. I don't know, I probably got a run in my mouth here. All right, it comes out of here, and then I go, and then actually here it shows the spinning nature of light. And it is a particle. And if it enters this way, it goes off that way. If it comes over this way, it goes to that side. That's why you got on this side, and most of them go through the middle. Now, this is the big one. These are the Higgs bosons. These are the boson particles, and on each whole boson particle is a Higgs field. And the Higgs field has these little dots on it, which are polarized ether particles, because the entire mass of everything, not even just here on Earth, but everything in space, is completely loaded with ether, which is negative particles. And in this area, they are apparently attached to some form of a positive particle, creating almost like little bar magnets, plus, minus, in the radiated field. The particle is so tiny, and it is in the center. We had actually also seen another interaction, which is extremely unbelievable. And that's where one of these fields, well, here's the chaos above, and showing them stepping down, and then the colors denote the frequency. Now you see that? That's a spinning particle. It's spinning to the right, drifting to the left. That's the right-hand rule. And it actually is associated to gyroscopes, I think. I'm almost 100% sure. Gyroscopics is electronic interaction, and it works counterclockwise. It's a very strange strange phenomena. It's called the right-hand rule. Now, and then we come out to this is the one right here. Explain that, Mr. Scientist. This field's crashing into this field, dropping off this tiny puppy field and creating its own field. These are supposedly light particles. Well, I know they're light particles, and they're supposed to be the smallest thing there is, and that looks a little smaller than that. So I'm going to leave it at that. All right, so we're going to leave it at that. Get yourself educated. Come up to MFU, Mud Fossil University, the only credible university on the face of the planet at this moment. Speaking about history, speaking about our past, speaking about science, speaking about outer space, speaking about giants, speaking about every single thing there is that is meaningful. No fluff here. I'm not talking about a War of 1812 and all that business. This is stuff that is actually affects your life in a huge way. All right, it's up to you. It's all free. Vayos con Dios, amigos. The briefest of brief. This came in today. I love your videos. I'm a 5th grade teacher, a 5th grade school teacher, and can't get enough of what you share. I love teaching students what you share. I'm writing because you show the liver and different body parts in the stones that cry out. A few other YouTubers say that there is gold in the joints of giants. Why don't you find gold? Please keep making videos, sending you good vibes and blessings. This woman, and I sent back to her, I said, that's fabulous, that's unbelievable. Is it okay with the school board? And she says, yes, absolutely. And this is in Stockton, California, and I asked if I could say that, and she said yes. So that's what I'm saying. There's another one that is also in Southern California that is teaching the kids in class. It was a 6th grade teacher that was allowing it, and they also know, and they are allowing it, and I praise California for their courage in doing this. My own family won't. I have not had one single person in my own family has seen these videos, which are truth and real and honest, and they're hard for people to take. And I am telling you right now, if you don't follow what California is doing, you're going to find yourself behind. So get your teachers and your administrators and make sure they understand this is reality. And by the way, she talked about the gold. I have many how to find gold. Mud fossil gold, easy to find. Gold foot proves mud fossil flood theory. Find gold in mud fossils. Massive gold deposits discovered by MFU. Gold source, Devil's Tower gold. Giants. Come up and learn. Kids love it. The teachers, they send them home, and the kids go home to learn more. So, and this is reality, and they're not learning in school. All right? God bless you. Thank you.